Focus. Entertaining. Yeah.
You never have to be too formal.
Formal?
Being formal, as a matter of fact, seems like a waste of time.
Nah,
Being respectful
formal?
is cool, but you don't have to be formal.
Nah, being formal is what's up.
No, it's not. You're just
Yeah, it
weird.
is.
You're just weird.
Being
Be
too
chill,
formal.
John.
Being too formal is a bad
That's not even a bad thing. It's annoying. That's the right word for that.
thing. It's a bad. It can be.
Fucking annoying.
You're too formal. Hey, bro, you want me to lock your door? Hey, bro, you want me to take my shoes off? Hey, bro, you want me to fucking... you know, can I ask permission before I enter your room, bro? You know what I'm saying?
Like,
It's
that's
like,
weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the first time you ever at somebody's house.
Like, people
first
say
time's
sorry all the
understandable.
time. I fucking hate it, bro.
I don't hate it. It just shows how much of a pushover they are.
Well, don't say sorry all the time, man. It just sounds like.
Well, if I'm at fault, I'll be like, oh, my fault. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. If I'm at fault,
My fault.
I just solve it.
Nah, it's be, oh, my fault. Like, step on your shoe, my fault.
Oh, step on your shoe.
Yeah.
You're on the way. My bad.
Damn.
You know?
You're in the way. Get the fuck out of there.
First, you gotta give him the, it was your fault, but my bad. You know?
It's pretty fucking rad.
It's your goddamn fault. You know, you gotta gaslight these people. You gotta gaslight these people.
Gaslight these motherfuckers.
Look at this. You see, this is a wallpaper, correct?
Bro, all I see is black.
Oh, shit. I'm kidding. Okay, you see, this is a wallpaper.
That is indeed a wallpaper.
It changes with what's going on with the moon.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't it?
That's pretty cool.
It's great for the girls, you know, because their period is tied to the moon. It's like,
Is that shit recording?
yes.
This has been recording this whole time?
The whole time.
That's funny. All right, cool. I'm in my own world, and it's so much
But
better.
today, right? Today.
Yeah.
Today we're going to talk about this guy. Not him specifically, but this thing he came up with.
Yeah, this fucking
I saw
guy.
him on TikTok, and I showed it to John, and John was like, what the fuck? This is kind of cool.
Absolutely blown away.
He's a funny guy, but he's also very not informed. He's well informed with his situation.
He just doesn't sound like he has much experience in life yet.
Well, he does.
You know?
He does.
How old is he?
He's almost 40.
Holy shit. That dude sound like he's fucking like
Right,
like at least late 20s.
He never showed his face, so he could be lying. But it's Hoe Math.
So
you know
I
what I'm
guess
saying?
he does. Okay, I take back what I said. He sounds very experienced.
He's Hoe Math.
So what is he lacking? Real world fucking.
What do you mean? What do you mean by this? Why are you trying to insult him right now? I don't.
I'm not. I'm
understand.
just saying like
It
because you
sounds
said.
like you have this sense of I need to insult him right now.
No, of course not. It's just he doesn't lack something, but it's he said he was having trouble not with experience, but with something. I'm
I
like,
didn't say that.
you said something along those
No, I
lines.
said he's well informed. That's all I said. What do you
Forgive me,
hear?
I misheard.
Anyways,
Forgive me, I misheard.
he's a little deaf.
Maybe.
But we're gonna talk about this guy, Hoe Math.
Old guy.
I saw him on TikTok. He's anonymous. Nobody's seen his face. He's just a guy talking about human dynamics, like the way we talk, the way we think, why we think the way we think, why we're saying the stuff we're saying, and why we're acting the way we're acting. For example, and then he goes and describes the whole situation through this chart that he calls levels. It's this chart. I'll put it on the thing. I'll put it here. This chart is gonna appear here. But he talks about it's the AQAL O quadrant O level map of reality created by Ken Wilber. And then he talks about it, and then he edited a couple of sections so that he went more in depth about each level of thinking and how it's gonna. You start at the bottom, and we utilize most of the bottom ones, and then we intentionally go to the higher ones to solve some problems at the lower levels. But it's just interesting, right?
It's pretty interesting because you're a certain age and then you think a certain way, and then as you get older, your thinking kind of just advances in levels, and that's what these levels of thinking kind of like show us. Because we think about it every day, but we don't really. It's just like so much of a given that we kind of like just, take it for granted or just kind of pass it off or whatever. But when you really, really think about it, and when you think about thinking about it, it's kind of a trip. So get ready.
Right.
All right. So what are we starting off with here?
Oh, let me see. Hold on one second.
So what's the most basic level of thinking that we could think of?
Just think about a baby.
Fucking baby. What does a baby think of? Food? Sleep?
That's like level 1,
Yeah. Fucking sleeping, eating, and shitting. That's a baby for you, and crying too.
Yeah, here they put it as the level 1 is survive.
All survival shit. Yeah.
So everything is reflexive.
Yeah, based off reflex.
Just all reflexive. It's a simple moment-to-moment awareness of own sensations and drives.
Duh, I'm hungry. Duh, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, anything
Right.
that's near, Not,
Caveman
you're not
shit.
thinking about tomorrow. Basically, you're not thinking about tomorrow.
Right.
You're thinking of like, oh, I'm
What's
hungry
now?
right now.
Yeah, only in the moment. No,
You're
no
like-
thought of
you're
tomorrow.
Not like, let me get food for tomorrow. Nah, not there yet.
Not there yet.
That's level 1. It's just almost all the survival instincts that you have gathered throughout your entire life, even before then through your genes that have been passed down. It's every behavior that has allowed you to survive. That's level 1.
Basic shit.
Without level 1, we don't live. And then after we're capable of surviving, it says we move to level 2. And the level 2 is just connecting.
Connected with people, connected with things, connecting the dots. Connect shit,
Here, it says impulsive.
Impulsive. So
Yeah.
impulsive shoppers know or don't know this, but impulses.
It says impulses rule reflexes. Focus on avoiding pain and danger, seeking pleasure, safety, and release. So it's like
Adrenaline junkies, roller coaster
like
riding,
hedonistic
hedonistic lifestyles.
situations.
Oh yeah,
And that's
cheating on the missus.
that's level 2. I guess that would be because you're not taking them into consideration in a way. It was
And the
like
thrill of doing
it
what you're
was
not
like-
supposed to.
not even that. It was like a thing that just kind of happened in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you were there, she was there. She's hot. She kind of like started flirting with you.
I tripped.
You guys are
know.
drinking. Not even like everything is not. It's not intentionally to hurt the person they're with,
Right.
but they weren't necessarily thinking about them either.
Yeah, they weren't thinking about the
They were just-
consequences afterwards. They
It
were
was
caught
what-
up in the moment.
It was
Yeah.
what it was in the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So their impulses completely just took cover. Like the guy was like, "Hey,
Trying to
hell
fuck.
hell yeah," And the girl's like, "Hell yeah, let's do this."
Let's fuck, bro.
And as soon as that went down, they were both not like, "Damn, we should think about
Yeah.
like who we're with." No, that was.
Wait a minute, you're married. Oh,
Yeah,
don't worry
it
about
was
it.
too
you know?
much.
Yeah.
Like whatever was going on, it's too much for them to even realize that that's what was going on. And then after they're like, "Hey, are they to blame still?" Yes.
Yes.
Because depending on their age and whatever is going on, they have plenty of time to like fix that situation.
Yeah.
Where they're in situations that they don't think about, in a way that they could hurt other people outside of those situations.
You're old enough to know better.
Yes, and then even at the level 2, level 1, there's still you are the person that has to take responsibility for your actions, no matter what.
Well, essentially, yeah.
Even if you're at level 10 thinking, like everybody under that, regardless, has to take responsibility for their actions.
Mhm.
Even though the lower levels are least likely to even care
Yeah.
about taking responsibility, they're more willing to take advantage.
Yeah, definitely.
Because how the Hoe Math guy says, he's like, it's not always better to get higher in this levels of thinking.
Right. Higher doesn't necessarily mean better. It
Yeah.
just means more aware.
Exactly. It
Yeah.
could be like more aware that you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
More
you're
aware.
and you're like, hey, fuck it. This is
Yeah.
who I am. But that's still, it's like, in a way, if
Yeah.
you know you're a piece of shit, like you do like whatever things that make you, like behavior that piece of shit people do,
Yeah.
then you're like, if you're stuck there and you're like, it's either you like it
Yeah.
or you think that this is just who you are and can't change it. Either or. If it's not changing the behavior and you have acknowledged it, it's either you like it or you think there's nothing you can do about it. It's either or. Okay? So if somebody ever has a behavior that you tell them to change and they don't change it,
Mm-hmm.
it's either because they like that behavior, they like having it, or they don't think they can ever change it.
Oh, I just thought they weren't aware enough of that change yet.
No, they're gonna.
I was gonna say because once you point it out to them, then they're like, "Oh shit."
That's
you know?
it. That's
Yeah.
you know that I know.
So now it's your choice.
Now it's not that you can't stop with the acting at that level,
Right.
because you're basically both acknowledging that behavior
It's bad.
is acknowledged by both parties,
Mhm.
and it's a behavior that one party is like nah, and then the other party will be like, hey, either I change or not. And then the only reasons why they don't change because they like the behavior or they don't think they can change. Either
Well, no, they don't want to change. Isn't that another?
That's they like the behavior.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what that
okay.
means.
Yeah. They don't
If
want
you
to
like
change. They
it,
like the
why would I
behavior.
change? I like it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who likes being an asshole though? You
No,
know, like
some people like it.
that's fucking
you know?
nuts.
Some people like it. Like sometimes you can be an asshole, even us. Like,
Yes, I know I can be an asshole.
I've been an asshole in my life
Facts.
and liked it.
I don't know if I've liked it ever being an asshole. The only particular moments, I guess.
It's like an action that can actually happen.
Yeah.
Like you can be a dick to someone, and it could feel good to you.
It's hard to say, but I don't think I've ever.
You more than likely have done it and felt good, but you're not acknowledging it right now because you think it as a bad thing, but it's just a thing that happens.
That's crazy.
We're not here to tell you what's good or what's bad. We're telling you things that happen.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's good and bad. Some people, like I could set you up in a scenario where you being an asshole will be actually
beneficial,
a good thing,
right.
like be seen by other people. You gotta just. It's a thing that can happen. You can feel good about doing bad to others.
Yeah.
That's for sure. This is no question.
Just don't be an asshole. If you're an unintentional asshole, I mean, it happens, but you know,
right.
Just don't be an asshole with ill intent, because then you're just
if
a piece
you have
of
a
shit.
mind, if you have a mind, and you get to think of yourself in any way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if they don't change that behavior, it's because they like doing the behavior or they don't think they can change. So any behavior that you have, even right now, any behavior you can think of, that
toxic traits, sure.
Huh?
Toxic traits like being too cocky, getting
exactly,
like being too comfortable. So yeah.
Like if you see that behavior in yourself and you don't change the behavior, even though you acknowledge that it's a bad behavior.
Yeah.
It's either you like the bad behavior or you don't think you can change.
Yeah, I agree.
Or tell me another reason.
I mean, well, incapable of change because they like it, because they want to, because they don't want to change.
If they're incapable,
too in love with that.
It's because they don't think they can change.
What about people who regress, or they they keep falling back into old habits?
That's because they don't think they can change, though. Isn't that?
Yeah, that does stem back. That does stem back to.
And then that will prove that point itself, because you keep trying and it doesn't work.
Well, yeah, you do keep trying to change, and you just keep
it doesn't
fucking
work,
failing. Yeah.
And now you really feel like you can't change.
Yeah.
And then that's when the placebo effect.
Placebo effects. That shit's real, bro.
The placebo effects comes in and it hits you twice, because you get hit by the reality of it, and then you get hit by the fact that you think that is the actual reality and it will never change.
That's fucked.
That's like a double. So
double whammy.
And then the only thing you can do in that point is that you will just get and do it again. Like I'm gonna try to get out of this.
Yeah.
Instead of, most people are considering the fact to get out of such situation, like a bad habit, but then they don't do the thing they have to do, which is just doing it. You know, because yes, you know what to do, but you just have to do it. Like for anything.
Yeah.
Like any addiction. Any addiction.
Or patience tolerance. Once you see yourself getting agitated with a person, you kind of gotta.
That's built up though, because it's a tolerance.
Yeah.
Like patience is a type of tolerance.
Yeah.
But like an addiction, you could just stop. Most addictions, you can just stop and just not do it. But they're like, I can't. Like you can. You just don't want to.
You choose not to.
Or you think you can't. You can, whether you think or you think you cannot. But if you like it, you're not. And if you think you can, then your brain is like, you can't, bro.
So either way, you're fucked, is what you're telling me.
By technicality,
you're
stuck in limbo, you know?
Don't get fucked.
So yeah, for the people that have addictive tendencies, don't do drugs, because then you're not gonna stop.
Either that or just learn moderation, bro. But like he said, don't try it. That's the same reason why I've still to this day I've never tried cocaine. It's like Andrew Tate said that shit the best way, bro.
Cocaine? What would he say?
He said if I try cocaine and I like it, I'm gonna regret trying it. And if I try cocaine and I don't like it, I'm still gonna regret trying it. So I just rather not fucking try it.
Right.
So I was like, bro, that's the same logic that I have.
It's the same thing.
Flawless.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, absolutely.
It's the same thing for cocaine, meth, heroin.
Yeah, all that shit. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna fucking do it.
For me, I'm like, they literally were made for you to like.
Yeah.
It's like a bypass. They bypassed logic, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Regardless whether you're in there in your brain thinking, I'm not. that's not how the drug works. Literally, it's what it does. It goes into your brain and it does all the things, whether you like it or not. So you're going to like it.
Yeah.
No matter what you say.
Fucking drug.
Even if you did it and you said you didn't like it, you're
still gonna like it. You're still gonna be like, I want to try that. Maybe if I could like it again.
Now you don't like that you liked it, which is different. It's different than saying I didn't like the drug. You just didn't like that you liked it. Because that's mad annoying. It's like it's like eating sweet food because you like it.
Or drinking because you like it, but then when you drink, you turn into an asshole.
But nobody really likes drinking.
Everybody fucking likes drinking. What do you mean?
No, because the taste of any alcoholic beverage is disgusting.
Oh, so they don't like the act of drinking. They like the act of getting drunk. There you go. They like getting drunk. They don't like drinking.
Feeling drunk, everybody loves. Yeah. Drinking itself is disgusting.
Yeah, the taste of alcohol is not pleasant.
It's like, why?
It's not
Some people, I'm guessing, have an acquired taste to it by this point.
Oh.
I'm not one of those. I don't like the taste of it. But will I drink? Yes.
Occasionally, very, very, very rare.
I will drink when it's the time to drink.
So those are second levels of thinking, right? Just
We'll probably move to the third there too. Third is control.
Control.
Yeah, it's called the opportunist, and they're self-protective.
Oh, okay. Opportunists.
Yeah, so they focus on enduring needs, which now rule over immediate impulses.
Yeah.
So now they're thinking about tomorrow, but mainly about their needs. Yeah,
they're thinking about all right, so let me give an example. Does this fall into one? All right, so me and my brothers are growing up as youth. I think I've mentioned I lived in a trailer park numerous times. I don't give a fuck anyway. So growing up in the trailer park, it was, things were pretty tight. We were hungry more often, and it was kind of like a race to get as much of the not eat as much of the groceries at one sitting, even though we did do that sometimes. But it was kind of like a competition of over the weeks, how much food could you get in, how much was because
that is a great example.
Yeah, exactly. Because my brother, we're all competing for the same amount of food source. Some days I'll have a bowl. I'll get 3 bowls of cereal for the whole week. Or they'll get 6 or just some weird number, No,
so it does make sense because it also it says you see others as a means to an end.
Yeah.
And that is happening subconsciously to you guys because you guys are like, I'm lucky that I have 2 other brothers, each brother, whatever. Yeah. You guys are each saying that in your head. I'm lucky, not actually saying it, but subconsciously. Yeah. You're glad that you have these 2 brothers that your mom has to get food for so that you can eat their food too.
Yeah.
Literally, what's going on?
That's
and you guys are all doing it to each other.
Well, I was the youngest, so me being the youngest, smallest, and the weakest, I got less.
You're still thinking the exact same shit.
We're all thinking it. Yeah.
If you could, you would.
Exactly.
But this is what's going on.
Facts. So that's a good
example, yeah. Because this is the levels of thinking start from young to older.
Yeah.
So the you're gonna have a lot of examples for the low levels, like that one. That's a good example.
That's a good one.
That's a good example. That's why kids do stupid shit like stealing and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're like, this is me.
It's like...
And somebody else money, and you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a means to an end. And that's why there's adults that do the exact same shit, and they're stuck in that level of thinking.
Yeah.
They're stuck in the level of 3. They see other people as means to an end, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Psychopaths, bro.
Self-protective, yeah. Egoistic, narcissistic. It's all about them.
Self-preservation. I need the bottom line is me over you. It's better me than you.
Right.
Shit.
And this is not a we all go into all these 3 that we've talked about. We all go into them. It's not just that there's some people that get there.
What is it? 92% of the population?
Yeah, it says 92% of it.
Yeah. So basically all of us. Almost all of us. There's only the stoic and the fucking
on everyday life, we have 99.6 of the population entering this level of thinking. Oh no, we're in 3. It's 92%.
Yeah, 92. Yeah, level 3 is 92.
Of everyday life, we spend most of our time on that level 2.
That's fucking nuts if you think about it.
And then on average, whole consciousness, there's 70% of humanity.
That's wholly conscious. That's awake.
They live there.
Yeah.
They live on level 3. 70% of humanity lives on level 3 and never goes above it.
Really?
It's like a rare occasion.
That's wild.
Very rare occasion. Because
That's
if
wild.
not, there wouldn't be less than 0.01 of people in level 9.
Yep. That's
It
true.
wouldn't make sense. So now we're going to move to belonging, which is level 4.
4.
Here we have
40% of the
40%
population.
of our day we go into level 4. And 25% of the people in the world live in level 4.
Oh shit. That's drastic change from more popular to like
Right.
less fucking popular.
From 70 to 25.
Yeah. Just like from here to like, yo, that's crazy.
And then it says the level 4, they're the diplomat, conformist, and have expert self-conscious person. And the diplomat conformist is social norms rule over personal needs, concrete operational logic, focus on acceptable behavior, being seen favorably, self-protection sought through approval by conforming to expectations.
I got a good example for that. I don't know if we could talk about it here though.
Is it?
It's work related.
Inappropriate?
No, it's just work related.
Work related.
It's reality of work related. I don't know if you want to edit it out or if we can still talk about it, but
Is it cool or is it lame?
it's
Is
the reality.
Is it just an example, but is it a cool example?
It kind of pertains to that, and it's honestly a personal view of my own.
Let's see it.
Fuck it. All right, so how this pertains to the diplomat and the conformist. So conformity to me means bending to the will of others, right? So, for example, in our profession where we work, we used to have standards so high to where you would have each other's back and the teamwork was like crucial. But and then there were times you used to do shit like let's say if you dealt with a nasty customer, you just like bonus points for handling that customer.
Right.
You just handle shit and you kind of like get bonus points and shout it out for it. Or like say for me, I do for the wipe down for everything that we do, like make sure everything is done, even though the shit they don't ask us to, make sure it's done so they don't tell us about it later on. You're doing shit for other people, for their approval to make yourself look like, for their favorite type shit. Like back when like when Drew was store manager, I used to fucking clean out a bunch of shit. Used to, make it a point to clean shit while he was there, so he'd be like, all right, bro,
right.
good shit, and you'd get. And that meant you were considered for other things. You were moved up. You were considered,
Right.
So your work effort was favored and taken noted for and appreciated by other means in another sense. Now nobody gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah, he kind of incentivized.
Yeah, he incentivized
behavior.
hard work and recognized you for it once you put that work in. And like it was a thing to like do hard shit just for the fact of doing hard shit to like not I mean, yeah, it was cool if it got recognized later on, but like doing hard shit for the sake of doing hard shit, it was kind of like competition because hey bro, this fucking dude's like solos nasty tasks all the fucking time, bro, and you're just like you rarely hear about it, but I'm giving you props for it type shit. And that's the reason why you do it. It gives you incentive to like handle those things because getting praise and getting recognized honestly feels good, which is why you kind of do things to not conform, or you kind of do things to conform to their needs.
Conforming to a particular person.
Yeah, you're conforming to their needs. You're doing more shit for their approval and getting their recognition from them. So you're conforming to their I guess standards.
Yes, that is exactly what's going on.
Yeah, so that would be me using my high standards of working to gain his favor, which means me conforming to his standards.
Right.
So
which
that's
can be good or bad.
Yeah.
In this example,
it builds reputation.
Was it good or bad?
It was good because it was good and bad, actually, both. Because it was good because you got recognized for it, and it was actually an incentive to work harder. It was bad because you had to deal with a lot of shit rather than normal. Because you can't just say, I cleared the line, I knocked down the line. So the fuck what? Everybody clears the line every day. It's like I was on the grill for like fucking 7 hours, no 10. Right. It's like, all right, that's fucking hard. You get a praise for that, bro. Take a 30, take a 45-minute 30, imagine.
Hell no,
you know what I'm saying?
No, you get paid the same, sir.
You know what I'm saying? But
you work so hard.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like if you do shit that is above and beyond, you should be rewarded or at least like somehow somewhat compensated for it.
That's
what I'm saying?
Like a wish.
You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't.
Works like at work, like hourly paid in jobs. It doesn't work like that. If you were working at a place where was paid like per customer or like
Yeah, plus commission or all that
whatever,
shit. Yeah.
then that's where you go to
Yeah.
do that, you know. But at like hourly paying jobs, don't expect to get
Yeah.
more.
Not anymore.
Right. There's like bonuses and stuff,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna give that to every single associate.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
But I remember
And
the
you
time
are
there
just
used to
an
be.
associate in a way, so they're not.
Bro,
gonna,
I'm fucking. Yes, I am just an
this
associate,
is
but
this is a level of thinking. You're in here. You're in here.
I'm definitely
and
in
the way
there.
you're thinking right now is in here.
I'm definitely in
and
there.
I could point it out.
Yes, because I believe that I'm better than I think I am.
No, not that. It has nothing to do
A lot of that half the time.
It has nothing to do with your lack of self-worth, John, okay? It was mainly to do with you thinking you're the main character. And you're the only one that is that character. That is those hard shit, those hard stuff.
No.
It's just me. And
Yeah.
It's not.
For our craft, though, yeah. It's not.
Sure it is. Sure it is. But you're not the only individual that does that stuff at
Of course not.
work.
No, of
You
course
know what
not.
I'm saying?
I do take that into account.
So by
too.
technicality, if they gave you that, they'll have to give it to all the people that technically do that.
Yeah, exactly. So what's so wrong about that?
They don't do that.
Of course not, because
For
they're
that
bitches.
shit,
Sorry.
no. Well,
Excuse my
sure,
language.
sure.
Excuse my language.
Fire him.
I'm fired.
This is why we don't talk about work.
This is why we fucking cut this shit
Because
out.
they're all negative experiences.
Well, this one wasn't. Well, I mean, now it is.
turned it.
But yeah,
Well,
it wasn't, but it was now.
It's like a backhanded.
Yeah, backhanded compliment. Exactly.
Because you're like complimenting the past.
Exactly. Because
And
it's
it's
not
like-
that way anymore.
And I'm like, bro, you knew you shouldn't have said what you said, but you still wanted to say it.
Yep. It's all right. We'll edit it out.
We're leaving it. You're getting fired.
Well, I don't, fuck it. They won't hear shit. But
Yvette follows me on Instagram.
oh shit. You don't post the full length one on Insta anyway. And besides,
yeah, we
just
still
wanna
edit
clip
it.
this,
We
yeah.
still edit it. All right.
Shit.
And then we
Anyway.
have how long have we been talking? 27 minutes. Cool. And then we have the expert self. Well, that actually, let's talk about still the rules, because
What?
level 4 is belonging, and we're talking about how it's just following rules in general. You know.
Yeah. Isn't that somehow tied in with conformist? Following rules?
Yeah, that's diplomatic conformist.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're talking about still.
Oh, we're still talking about that. Okay.
Yeah, because there's not enough for yet, I
Mhm.
think. And I'm like, there's like several, like when you're a kid, you start following rules in school and at your house.
Yeah.
But some of the rules you don't follow because you have these impulses that override those rules, and they're seen as stupid.
That too, or you're just so experienced that you override those rules because they no longer apply to you.
Well, we're not there yet, I think.
Okay, so.
We're-
Okay, so you just
you're-
dismiss the rules because we don't think they matter.
You kind of passed the level of thinking, sir.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sir.
Sorry.
We're following rules still here, sir. So, like in school, you follow rules until you don't.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which is not real. You never know what you're doing. You think so. You sure think so. Which is a problem sometimes. But that's when we like even in high school, for example, people break a bunch of rules, like doing stuff in the bathroom,
Ditching.
fighting, having sex, ditching,
Smoking.
drugs, any drug
Any
you can
drug,
name, literally
yeah.
any drug you can name.
So many
done
fucking
in a
drugs
high school
in high
bathroom.
bro. So many drugs in high school. Isn't that fucking sad? Sorry. Anyway.
Sad, maybe. Fun for them. Yep.
Drugs are bad.
But those are the people that are like, at that point, they acknowledge that there's rules and they are willing to break these rules.
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken.
Which means that they're down in their impulsive level, which is level 2,
Mm-hmm.
because they want to smoke, they're going to smoke.
Right.
Whether the rules say that or not. It's an impulsive behavior.
Of course.
All right. But it's like, those are the type of rules. Like, when you go to work, you follow particular rules, like not doing particular things.
Yeah, you got to take your half by a certain time. You got to shave.
There's
You gotta
rules.
fucking,
There's work rules,
Yeah.
social norm rules,
Wash your fucking hands.
all those rules. And then we're going to move. We're basically on level 4.5 right here. They call it expert self-conscious person. And it says functional reasoning, rules, norms, abstract reasoning, and planning. Third person perspective outside of group norms, okay? So you're looking at a group from the outside. There is one correct view to be discovered. That's when you're still thinking There has to be the way
Mm-hmm.
to think about things. You know, there's the diet type thing.
There's only one. There's only
There's
one way of
only-
thinking.
There's only one God. You know,
Yeah.
my God
Oh shit.
type shit. Focus on effectiveness, new ideas, and problem solving. Conformity is sought through independent contributions as recognized by authority.
Hmm.
Okay, do you have an example for that one or no?
No, I honestly fucking could not piece together what the fuck that is.
Really?
Yeah, let me read that.
Well, you have it over there, don't you?
You know what?
Don't
He's
move the
fucking
chair,
right.
though. Don't move the chair.
He's
though.
fucking right. What are we on, level 4?
4.5 or expert self-conscious. Functional reasoning rules norms, abstract reasoning and planning. Third person perspective outside of group norms. There's one correct view
functional
to be
reasoning
discovered.
rules and norms. So, fuck. I like to prepare for shit. I like to plan for shit instead of like just going winging it. You know, I like to have a template. Like, if I don't, you know, because we like since for instance we're going out to drink. I like to know that there's going to be a designated driver. I like to know if I'm going to have a ride to and from this location, like if I have to like drive myself or if somebody's going to get there. I like to know certain things before I can actually relax and have fun. So I guess that's like functional like reasoning instead of the norms, because normally you just go out and drink and then fucking figure out how to get home or Uber home or whatever the fuck. But me, I like to make sure that there are things prepared in the preparation to make sure I can truly like enjoy myself without worrying about shit. You know, I don't know if that's thinking. It's just, I guess, preparations, you know,
Well,
to
it
make
is
life
new
easier.
ideas, focus on effectiveness, new ideas and problem solving. That's a way of problem solving.
So, yeah, just preparation, I guess.
Yeah, but it's no. What you said is right because that is that level.
Yeah.
Where you're like, there's a problem ahead, us being drunk,
Well, yeah.
and we need to have obviously
Drunk driving is a problem, yeah.
Well, that is a problem ahead that you're
Yeah.
trying to solve
Mhm.
through the abstract thinking you're having.
Yo.
And then you're like, we obviously need a designated sober driver, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, well, we need to find that guy before we even consider,
Even getting
Going
drunk.
out.
Exactly.
you know? So that's, you're basically trying to solve the problem, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Just
it says
preparing for the
functional
problem.
reasoning, rules, norms. It's like knowing what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
even though the rules might say otherwise, you know? Like, you know, you have the experience that you don't have to do that little part that it says right there. And it's actually a waste of time.
So would it be like availability of alcohol at a party when you shouldn't drink?
Kind of like that. Where you're like, I don't want to drink.
No, it's like you're at a party, but you see fucking a table with jungle juice, and you're like, and they're like, hey, you want to drink? Bro, I'm 16, I can't drink. Bro, it's a party, relax, you know? It's like, no, bro, I know I'm not supposed to drink. It's all good. I'll drink some water. I'll drink some soda, you know?
That's level down, conformist.
Is that? Well,
Yeah,
because
you're not supposed to drink.
Right.
So you're conforming to the rules.
True, but you're also, what does it say? You said functional norms rule over, or functional reasoning rules over norms, right? Normally you'd go to a party and drink. Functional reasoning says
Well-
you don't fucking drink.
But no, they're doing it because they're 16 and not 21. Not because something bad's going to happen.
Oh, so the rule of being sick.
It's
Okay.
because
It's because of the
they're
rule there.
16.
Okay.
They're
I see.
following a rule.
Right.
Therefore, they're not in that level yet.
Yeah, that's why it's a conformist. That's why
Yeah.
it false conformist.
We're talking
okay.
about a person that breaks a rule for a particular reason.
Oh, so it'd be like what?
when you do
Cops
something that
shooting,
somebody...
like maybe defending the life of a person, so you have to shoot somebody as a cop. You know, like justifiable homicide.
Well,
in
no,
a
you're
sense?
supposed to do that as a cop.
Right, but okay,
You
maybe
know?
that's not a good one. What's it again?
Like breaking a rule for the right reason, for example.
Breaking a rule for a right reason. Yikes.
It's that's a way
there-
to put that
yeah.
in like a way to make it sense.
There is,
like
but
literally just
fuck.
you know that people follow that rule, but it doesn't hurt anybody when you don't, in a way.
Yeah, there's not many of those.
Because you've done it.
Yeah, there's not many of those that I
Or
keep
like
track
somebody
of.
tells you, hey, you should do this way, and you're like, I've done it for so long, you can't tell me what to do. I've literally tried what you said, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, there's work things, but very
Yeah.
minute.
That happens in real life too. Where
Yeah.
you're like, they're trying to tell me how this works, and you're like, sir, no.
Sure, no. I mean, I guess.
You know,
I guess.
you're basically your reasoning is better than the rules that are supposed to be followed.
Oh.
Because before you get to have reasoning, you have to follow rules.
Yeah. Right,
Because
but you
if you
say
don't,
rules.
you're gonna make bad choices.
Yeah, but rules that were broken for a specific reason, right? That's what you said.
Right. Because it's because of reasoning.
Yeah.
You know, there has to be a reason behind the breaking of such rule. Like, why aren't you following the rules? There has to be a reason for it. It can't be just because you feel like it, because then you're at level 2.
Interesting.
Can't be, hey, I felt like breaking the rules, therefore I did it. That's level 2. You're not level 4.5 yet. Okay? If you break the rule because you know better than to follow that rule, that's level 4.5. Okay?
All right. I mean, no, just very small scale,
Right.
like shit.
Right.
You know, just like at Best when I was working at Best Buy, it's very small.
Like, one
shit.
example would be like me trying to make a sound in music, and there's a right way to do it. Right?
Yeah, let's say you're supposed to start with the drums, then you start with the rhythm or the tempo.
There's a right way to do it.
There's a right way to do it. One, do,
But
right?
then I do it how I do it, and it's not the right way, but hey, it works for me, right? And then, boom. That's me breaking the rules in a way because my functional reasoning tells me otherwise.
Okay.
You know? That's one example.
That's one example, for
You know?
sure.
Or like the people that say you should learn the guitar in a particular way.
Yeah.
And some people just don't, you know? So now they learned it a different way, but guess what? The result was very similar. You both know how to play guitar. But that's what I guess that was what it will be called expert or self-conscious, because they know who they are and how it could function for them.
Interesting.
And now we're moving to level 5, which means it's achieve.
Achieve, motherfuckers. Dream.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm gonna put it regardless on the
Whoa,
screen.
whoa, whoa. Yeah.
And it says
Achieve it.
28 to 10%. So this is the level of the day we spend on it. 20% of the day will be in there sometimes. And 10% of the population technically lives there.
Only 10% of the entire population.
And this is the achiever.
That's 10% of 7 billion. That's a lot.
That's
still
7.5, almost 8 billion.
Isn't it? Is it already fucking almost 8 billion?
Almost. It's pretty close, I'm pretty sure. But yes, it's a lot of people still.
Yeah.
Even though it's a small percentage.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Even though they say population is decreasing, it's still a fuck a load of people.
Well, population is always decreasing, but it's always increasing. So they're not wrong.
No.
They're not wrong, but they're not right.
They're not right.
You know? And this one, we're on level 5.
5.
Achiever. And they're conscientious.
Conscientious?
Conscientious. There you go.
Yeah.
What the white guy said. All right. Whole system effectiveness rules over functional reasoning. Okay? Did you hear that?
Whole system effectiveness rules over function reasoning?
Whole system effectiveness rules over functional reasoning.
Functional reasoning.
So now on the last one when we were like, I know what I'm doing, okay? Just let me do it.
Yeah. There's no right. There's just fuck your way. I'm going to do it my way.
Yeah.
It works for me.
Now you're considering more stuff. You're like, if I were to like teach this to somebody, would I be capable? Or is this too random?
Well, how I would do it is if I was going to teach somebody, I would have to think of shit that I already know and think of the shit how I was and how I would think like to know.
But I'm telling you, that's what is going on here.
Right. But you're putting yourself in multiple perspectives, basically.
Yeah, you're like, ask me, how would I teach to someone?
Yeah.
And then you'll work that way.
Yeah.
You're like, so that it's a teachable way. You're working in a way that you will be capable of teaching others.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not there yet,
Nah, me neither.
It's just me, bro.
I'm a doer. I don't teach.
Like, you even see me when Zeus was here. He was like, teach me how to play guitar a little bit. And I was like, you just do it.
Wait, you just do it.
He's like, what the fuck, bro?
Fucking do it,
That's
bro.
not how it works.
Yeah,
I'm like, well, for me, that's how it works, bro.
For real.
But it's just how it is. Like, I could come up with a way to try to teach.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that.
Yeah. You can. It's just.
Like, I'm capable.
Yeah.
But we're all capable of these levels
of
thinking,
Yeah.
I don't have it as a thing that I have to do yet.
Yeah, like I can't describe my routine in the morning to anybody. Like,
well, I can do all that, but I don't.
I would just rather show them. Just be like, hey, bro, this is what I do.
Right, but the thing is, we don't.
Yeah.
Like, there's no stuff that you're an expert at, which is why there's an expert session. That you have achieved to the level that you can consider maybe telling others about it.
Okay. You don't know it intimately enough to teach.
Right. And they say whole system effectiveness rules over functional reasoning, formal operational logic, and objective observation. So it's formal operational logic and objective observation. Third person perspective now expands through linear time. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. Focus on the scientific method, measurable reality, laws, controls, results, and goals. Identifies with ideology. I choose / discovered my own beliefs.
So as you can see, we're gearing up here. We're kicking into high rev here. So now you got to kind of focus here.
It's like,
Shit,
here's where you're like,
shit gets complicated right around
I'm
here.
getting lost now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on at this moment.
All right. One more time.
Okay, so we're on level 5
6.
again.
No. Is it 5 or 6? That was
5.
6. Oh,
Because we
still
went
5.
through 4, 4.5, and then 5.
Oh, okay.
That
so
was a
5.
middle point. So it says whole system effectiveness rules over functional reasoning. Okay.
Whole system effectiveness.
So whole system effectiveness. Okay, that's the main premise.
The fuck is that?
Whole system effectiveness?
Yeah.
Is like when I consider my actions in a way that it will benefit you.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
That's because we're part of a system.
Okay.
You know, or like at work, for example, I consider my actions in a way that would benefit everybody at the workplace.
Mhm.
You know. In any way, it's like putting a song that everybody likes because you know they like it.
Yeah. It's like DJing.
That's that.
Okay.
That's that. That's what's going on. They're like, hell yeah.
Okay.
You know? But that's like the you're entering there, but you're not doing anything with it really. Because you're considering others and you're like, they know they like it, so I'm gonna do this for
Right.
them.
So doing something with the intentions for others? Like you're considering other people and you're doing shit not only for them, but you're just
well,
like
isn't that what conscientious
yeah, actually,
means?
when you're conscious of everyone else except yourself, when you're conscious of other people, when you're conscious of, you know, like if you consider fucking, you know, some dude's hard of hearing, you know, you're just like, all right, well, don't want to play this too loud, or maybe I'll play it louder so he can hear. Type
like they
shit,
really hate
you know?
the song.
Yeah,
you know?
some shit.
But then here it's like where you start like seeing others as the way they are, or seeing things as the way they are, or trying to understand things as the way they are. This is where the scientists come from, you know?
Yeah.
Where they're like, how does stuff works, trying to understand everything. And it says identifies with ideology, which means I choose / discover my own beliefs. So you're like developing your own way of thinking.
Yeah.
And that's what you think. You're thinking you're developing your own way of thinking. It's like your original way that you only think about.
Your unique way of thinking. Like
Yeah,
this is specific only to me.
Right. And this is where the main character energy starts coming in.
I'm the main character of my story, correct?
Yes. No, just I'm the main character.
Oh, I am the main character. I'm the only main character.
Like
okay.
At the beginning, you realize you are a character, and then the character has impulses, and then you start taking advantage of others to get
self-interest.
Yeah, to get those impulses taken care of. And
Self-interest
then you
and
start
shit.
conforming to the rules because you know if you don't follow rules, bad stuff happens.
Morality comes into play, so follow the
That's
rules.
when morality starts being developed because now you have to follow rules.
Yeah,
Good, there's good and bad.
Good and
okay?
bad. Don't do shit.
Before then, there was no good and bad.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking morals, bro.
And then you start realizing that I know what I'm doing because I've gathered enough information.
Through experience.
Therefore, now you do what you want, whether the rule says it, because you know what you're doing.
Right.
Okay. And then you start realizing that even though I do know what I'm doing, am I doing it for the benefit of everybody?
Ooh.
You know?
That's pretty good. Okay,
so,
yeah.
So, actually, I was wrong. At the expert self-conscious level, you're the main character. At the achiever conscientious level,
you realize everyone's the main character of their story.
Is their main character.
Okay.
Yeah. That's when you're like, okay.
Oh shit! So you're master of your reality.
Yeah,
I'm the master.
Exactly.
Of my
So
own.
now it starts getting a little like, what's going on here?
Holy shit!
I'm not just in here by myself. Yeah.
I thought I was the only one. Yeah. I bet you've all thought that
wish.
at one point in your lives. You're like, I thought I was the only one that think this way. I guarantee you guys have thought about that at least once growing up in your lives, bro.
And that's all it is a thought. It's not real. It's not reality. It's just a little voice in your head telling you think you're the only one that thinks that way.
But you're not. You're not, my friend.
But as a matter of fact,
He's thought it. I've thought it. You've thought it. They've thought it.
As a matter of fact, all of us are in there thinking the same thing 20% of our day.
That's
Which is
crazy.
funny. Which is fucking funny, man.
Arithmetic, my friend.
But this is when you start trying to understand like the way your body works, why it works the way it works. You're not gonna answer those questions. The why you're never gonna answer.
So is that
You start
just with body?
considering
Sorry.
No,
to interrupt.
science in general.
I was gonna say, does it incorporate the Kybalion principles and all that shit?
Anything, any sense of trying to
Beautiful.
understand so that you can develop your own ideas.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's 5 or 6.
This is
Achieve sounds like sheesh.
Then, yeah, we're on 5, guys. Okay.
That's like for your greater good
We
kind
still
of
have
thing.
4,
Like,
yeah.
I want to evolve. I want to be better tomorrow, better than who I was tomorrow. Like Hemingway status.
No,
where
'cause
you're,
that's still main character. This is like I wanna help everybody. I'm here to benefit the world.
oh, okay. So
You know.
Tate's level of shit.
Sure, Tate, bro. Sure, Tate, bro. Anybody that does it, but Tate does that in a way that people don't like,
Nah,
but
yeah.
others love. You know.
It's an infamous way, you know.
He knows what he's doing though.
Yeah, he does.
So we're on 5 right now. We're moving to.
What Huberman Lab does. Huberman Lab is
That's a
one of
great
the greatest.
example,
That's
no?
a great example of educating us for the greater good, so that we all
For the benefit
of
humanity.
human, exactly. And then what does he say? 0 cost
Level
to
5.
produce knowledge to public knowledge
Right,
for all that
exactly.
shit. Thank you
0 cost
again.
education.
Shout out fucking Andrew Huberman, bro. We love
And then
you.
I love it when it says, "And thank you all for your interest in science." I was like,
Let's
God
go!
damn it, that sounds so
I love
cool."
that.
I just every time I watch the fucking podcast, I wait for that
Mm-hmm.
because he says that at the end every time.
I love the AG1 fucking and now I'd like to take a break to talk about
Yeah.
our sponsors. First, it's 8 sleep or sleep aid. 8 sleep. I think it's 8 sleep. It's Inside Tracker, 8 sleep,
Roca.
Roca, and then
Roca
and he's
glasses.
always promoting AG1, bro. Athletic Greens, AG1, love that shit.
Yeah.
Give it a shot, bro. I'm just saying, if you love life, love health, fucking
If you
Huberman
want
Lab all day.
If you want a great example of somebody that spends a lot of time on level 5, go watch Human Lab.
Huberman Lab,
right
bro.
there, bro.
Great example.
Right there.
Let's go.
And now we're gonna move to level 6. This is understand. So your whole basis is just trying to understand it all.
You're trying to understand multiple. Well, is this where perspective comes into play, where you're not only thinking about your perception, but you're thinking of everyone else's, which creates perspective?
It
You're able
does.
to-
It does. It does.
You're able to
actually.
take yourself out of your own point of view and put it into, let's say, your point of view. It's like, it's like
Yes.
me being a not dumb guy, but me not so smart, talking to a guy who is a little bit smarter than I, and I can see from your point of view how it must be dealing with somebody who's, not
Right.
that smart.
It is exactly
you
like
know,
that. It's
you know what
exactly
I'm
like
saying?
that.
Gotcha.
And this one is the individualist or the pluralist.
Pluralist.
Yeah. Pluralist.
Individualist or the pluralist?
It says radical relativism. Yeah.
Radical relativism?
Radical relativism.
Yeah.
Rules over a single system view. Huh.
So like single system view meaning there's not one way to solve a problem. There's multiple ways to solve this problem.
Right.
Yeah, that's essentially perspective. You're taking yourself out of your own point of view and putting it in somebody else's or
Right.
even third person point of view.
Right.
Like above.
It's the saying, the walk a mile in my shoes. before
Yeah,
you
walk a
judge
mile in
somebody.
my shoes. See what's good, bro. Judge a man until you
Or
walk a mile in his shoes.
Or the other saying where they're like, you would have made the same choice if you were them.
Yeah,
That saying.
exactly.
This is where those sayings came from.
Yeah.
From somebody
From
that
this
was,
level of thinking.
Yeah, somebody was level 6 understanding shit. They were like, God damn, I get it.
Holy shit.
Oh my God, John is John, and if I was John, I would have been John, and I would have made the same John decisions.
I wouldn't feel bad about being dumb if I was John's level of dumb too.
It's basically I would feel like you and be like you if I was you.
Yeah.
Because that's how it
That's
is.
how it is, yeah.
You know, I can't be you
Yeah.
and be me.
Of course not.
That is a little contradiction.
That's a little hard to accomplish.
It's a
I like
contradiction.
me.
Impossibility can happen. I can't be you and be me at the same time. It's not.
That's not possible.
It's like saying you're black and you're white. Like we're clearly.
You really can't experience that too.
Like,
You can only
we're-
step inside the point of view. You can't experience everything that they
Right.
have. It's impossible.
So it gets weird.
Yeah,
It
because
gets
then you'd have to connect with their minds and mind meld with them and share their experiences of what it's like to be them. And you can't. You
Well,
can only
that's-
put
that's
yourself
not
in that
them
point
now.
of view.
If two things mix, you're not just the one.
Wait,
you're
what?
You're the thing. You're a third thing. If
1 and 2 makes 3?
Yes. When Vegeta fused with Goku, they met what?
That's fucked,
Vegito.
bro. You're right. Because
Oh,
1 and
Gogeta.
2 make
They made a third
fucking third person. Oh shit! Hey, that's
Okay.
a good
That's
that's
just
a good
how it is,
example, bro. I like that. What's that? All
Oh,
right.
my fucking thing died.
That was pretty fucking good. Well, his fucking thing died. So
Oh, I have
let me.
Oh, the charger's over there.
I was gonna say I have it on my thingy too. So the next one is understanding the 7. 7 is harmonized.
So we're still on 7.
Wait,
So
no, that was 6, right? I thought it was 7
we're
was
still on
harmonized.
6 there.
Yeah, we're
So
still on
we're
6.
still on 6, okay?
Oh, yeah. So that's 15% of the people of throughout our day. 15% is on this level, and 3% of all the people in the entire fucking world are on this level. Yeah, bro.
Live there. Just whatever.
There we go. There you go.
Alright. And they're the individualists and the pluralists. And since they kind of figure that out, that you can't make a better decision if you were them, that's where Hoe Math, he said that this is where the hippies get
Yeah,
made.
the hippies.
Yeah, this is where like it's all love. Why can't we all just like be chill?
Love, peace, man.
You know, and it makes sense because it's the radical relativism.
Mhm.
But you're like, it's all relative. It's all relative. Like you make your decisions because you're you, and I make my decisions because I'm me.
Right.
You know, and your stuff works for you because you're you, and stuff works for me because I'm
Because
me.
you're me. Because you're you.
And that's just how it is, but it doesn't imply that it's how it should stay.
Yeah.
You know, because we're not a fixed state as a person.
Mm-hmm.
It's a developing state.
Yeah, we're fucking all over the place.
It's only ended when you die.
Yeah.
That's when it's a fixed state. It's called death.
Yeah, it's called death.
It's fixed. There's no coming back.
Yeah.
Unless there is, and let me know.
That shit's permanent, bro. Nah, because then you can't.
Let me know if you can come
we
back.
did, bro.
I want to know.
Nah, Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein already proved that shit for
that's
us, bro.
Fake. That's fiction.
Is it? Is it? Is it?
Would you really want to come back as a Frankenstein type character?
I'm saying that point.
No,
the
that's
Frankenstein
not-
didn't
that's-
have a fucking
not
a
alive.
point of view of himself, bro. And if
I
he
don't like
did,
that. That's not
it was
them.
like, yo, what the fuck am I doing here? You
Not
know,
good.
is the person?
I'm
Am I evil or is the motherfucker who made me evil?
I'm talking about coming back as yourself, not as some weird zombie creature.
There is no sense of self once you come back from that.
That's
I don't
what I'm
think.
saying. That's not what I'm talking about, John.
So we're both arguing two different points, but
Yes,
ultimately
you're
the
talking
same
about
thing.
you're talking about the same action with a different result.
Right.
Because wouldn't specify that result. I wouldn't want to come back as Frankenstein. I want to come back as me.
Right, but you can't come back as anything.
So then we're not talking about the same thing. I'm talking about a magical scenario I just created in my head, John.
Okay.
Because obviously it's not real.
Okay.
Just like ghosts.
Okay.
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 Okay. All right.
All right. Fuck.
Oh, and if you guys want to know, also, you know, there's people back in the day that they used to praise like water gods or like wind gods and stuff like that. And Hoe Math was saying that they're usually on level 2 thinking because they have a sense of, on level 2 you have a sense that if let's say for example, John is mad at me, that must mean that I did something to John. If not, he wouldn't have done that.
Fuck this guy, bro.
And that's how you see stuff in your head. Like, if there's too much wind and it's killing like the food you're trying to get, whatever it's like not benefiting you in any way, it's because you made the wind gods angry.
Somebody pissed off the gods, man. Who the fuck did
So
it?
what do? We sacrifice John so it calms down.
I pissed off the gods, bro.
'Cause
I gotta go.
you gotta go.
I gotta fucking go, bro.
And that happens in level 2 thinking, which is why we had those type of situations happen in the past where we did sacrificial rituals and stuff like that. And why we still have those things nowadays too. There's still sacrificial rituals.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Where we donate we donate bodies, live bodies, to like, you know, make the wind, fire, whatever gods happy.
Right. We donate bodies to please the elements and make sure the elements are in our favor.
Yeah,
we do that.
Because that's the thing we do in level 2 thinking. And as you can see, 99% of people are there throughout their day.
99.9 motherfuckers.
And 90% of us live there. So you can see how this could be a problematic situation where we're praising things that are not real. Or like another clear example is where there's a volcano going off, and you're like, damn, we pissed off the volcano gods. That's why, and so we throw John into the volcano, so the volcano chills, you know? And then it just so happens that it chills, and then we're like, oh my God.
Holy shit.
We saved it.
We saved it by sacrificing dumbass
It's
John.
stuff, thinking like that happens at level 2. And then as you become more aware of the situation where, no, people can be mad at stuff without having it to be your fault. And it's like, you can be mad at me, and it doesn't have to be my fault. Like, you could just be mad at me without me having any fault in it.
That serves no purpose now.
Right?
Why the fuck would I be
We
mad
don't-
at you? You can't
well,
be mad at this guy. He's fucking
Chill
cool as
out.
shit.
Chill out. We're just talking about any level of being mad. Like, if you're mad, it doesn't have to be at anybody. But at a lower level, like level 3, you always have to give it a person, like a reason for it.
Yeah, fucking people dumb driving on the road and shit.
Like that.
Yeah.
It's no, like, you were just mad in general, and now you're blaming another guy. You were just mad in general.
Wow.
You know?
When I get mad, I get quiet now, and I've become more stoic. But anyway, you were saying.
And then you keep going up where you're like, oh shit, I'm mad. And then it's not at anybody. I'm just mad.
I'm just mad. I'm
Like,
aggravated,
let's
bro.
say, for example, I was mad right now, and
Yeah.
I was at a lower level of thinking, I'd be like, well, it's just me and John in this fucking room. It must be this fucking dude making me mad. So I'm like, fuck you. John. You know, it's that simple. It's that simple, you know? And then you start moving a little higher, and you're like, hey, I'm mad. He's in the room. Is he making me mad? I'll at least consider it at that point. It's not like a fuck you.
this guy.
Yeah, it's not on the spot.
Okay.
It's like, is he? And then you consider, like, did he do anything?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, this is where the girls, one good example that Hoe Math brings up is when girls get mad.
Yeah, and this is level lower 2 thinking, right?
This is like
Lower 2.
level 4 and under.
Oh, okay.
Level 2, I believe, is when you're praising the
praising
volcano god.
for the car gods and shit. Yeah.
Type shit. My car broke down. I need to sacrifice John again, you know, for my car to get fixed.
Why the fucking sacrifice, bro?
I'm not sacrificing myself. That's for goddamn sure.
What the fuck?
But and then you move the higher level above that, which is level 3, and you're like, okay, it's just bad weather, dude. You know, it's that simple. It starts switching
It's
that
just
fast.
bad fucking weather.
It just starts switching that fast. You know, it doesn't. The volcano is not doing that because it's mad at me. It's just doing that.
It's just fuck. That's nature at that point, bro.
At that point, that's how it's coming up. So that's like a little higher.
Yeah.
And then you start considering, like, should I throw John in the volcano just because it's fucking erupting?
Well, I mean, nature's erupting, so I mean, fuck it. Do we
and
make
then-
a human sacrifice?
And that's when you start considering stuff. And then the high, like, you could use those examples to show that all the examples through the entire thing.
Right.
We will right now, actually. We'll use like, at one point, they're like, the volcano's going off.
Yeah.
But we're not going to throw John in there now, okay?
That would fucking suck, by the way.
Because last time we threw John in there, and the volcano still erupted. And there was nothing we could do about it.
How the fuck did I survive the first time?
There's a lot of Johns. We technically just cloned John to sacrifice him. Okay. There's a lot of Johns. We keep him in a prison.
Well, fuck me. Well.
But yeah, so we did a sacrifice. It didn't work, and we've done at least 100 sacrifice by now. Type shit.
God damn.
Type shit. Type shit. Type shit. That's what happened. And it's still nothing happened.
What
like,
the fuck?
That God's not happy. And then you get out of that thinking, you're like, well, it must be that it's just
Nothing is happening.
a crazy wind.
Yeah, that's fucking nature right there
it's
for you.
Like there's bad stuff happens, and it don't just happen because they're angry at you.
Yeah. It's like same reason why bad shit happens to good people all the fucking time. It's like
Yes.
you're a good person, you do good shit,
Bad
but
stuff
motherfucker,
happens.
you got hit by a car. You're in the hospital now. You totally got fucked.
Whatever, dude.
It's like sorry, bro. Bad shit happens to good people all the fucking time, bro. It's
And
like
if you wa-
shit happens.
And if you were on that lower level, you would start considering maybe there's a reason why God hates me.
yeah, it's like fuck. Am I not a good enough person? I do all
That's
this. I do
when-
all that. What the fuck? You
That's
know?
when it's a lot of problems down
Yeah.
there. Like on the lower levels, there's a lot of problems. If you live there, like
Yeah.
if you live on those lower levels and you never try to like level up,
Yeah.
it's a lot of problems because you can be in that place where you're like, why does God hate me? But
Yeah.
it's like, it's not about you.
It's not about
not-
you.
it's not about you.
That's actually the fucking funniest adaptation I've ever heard.
God
It's like, why does
damn.
God hate you, bro? It's not about you. Relax.
Right. Maybe
pretty
he
good.
wanted the guy that the car hit you with to go to jail because
Why did I get
he
hit by
was
a car?
serial killer
You
or
feel me?
whatever. Maybe the lady, maybe God hates you. Fuck it.
Maybe, bro. Maybe
You know?
God hates me. He
Or-
was just like,
or-
you're having too good of a day. Let's fuck
Or
your shit up.
maybe God hates the other lady that hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe God hates her, and you just have your like. What
Fuck
do they
it.
call it? What do they call it when they
Divine
throw,
intervention.
No, when they throw a bomb and you're collateral, bro.
Oh.
You're just a collateral damage.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, God was trying to get this girl like to pay attention, and you're the
you
collateral.
just happen to be the collateral.
You're the collateral. Yeah. You don't want that to be like that, but guess
No.
what? You're not the only main character on this bitch.
For
okay?
real.
So after the level of thinking, it goes the volcano. It's not working. It's just volcanoes,
Nature.
volcano, and they erupt.
It's fucking nature, bro.
And then you start leveling up higher and higher, and then you're like, oh my god, there's a bunch of me out there. But then you start realizing, oh, it's not a me thing, it's a us thing. And then it's not an us thing, we're all the same thing working in different ways.
Shit.
And it just keeps going.
Fucking word, bro.
But yes, the individualist and the pluralist, which is level 6, where they try to understand, and they do understand that
Yeah.
I am me because I'm me, he's him because he's him, and we should all be just peas.
Yeah,
And
perspective.
like when you think of level 6, think of the hippies.
And essentially just try to put yourself in another person's shoes for a second. You know, can
Right.
you do that? If so, what do you see? How does that make you feel? No homo. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
it can be homo if they're gay.
no, I mean, sure,
You know what I'm saying?
sure.
I'm just saying. He's a little homophobic. It's okay.
They're scary.
Yeah,
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Anyway,
And then, so first we talked about the first group of levels. This group of levels is considered the first tier thinking. And then we're about to move to second tier. And then the last one,
it's God tier level
it's
thinking.
third tier thinking. Yeah, it's like what are you even talking about, bro? Type of thinking.
God level
You know?
thinking.
Like, you know, when you hear somebody trying to explain something in a very in-depth manner, and then after the conversation, you're like, what? That's probably them on that level.
Yeah, because they're just so far advanced ahead that you don't really comprehend what they're talking about.
Well,
so they
we
just
all go there sometimes, but not often,
not often, yeah.
you know. But yes, we went over the first tier thinking, where there's all developments from survival to thinking about volcanoes being mad
Hippies.
at you, to a hippie, where they truly understand that we're all individuals and we live our own lives, and then they work the way they work because we're all unique individuals.
Yeah, we all have the same blood. We all born on the same earth, and we're all gonna die the same death. Well, no, actually, no, we're all die different deaths. We're all gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
That's what links us all together.
We all live, but live differently, and that's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's okay. And that's okay part is coming right after right here.
That is okay.
On that 7. Level 7 is harmonize, where
Harmony.
you try to harmonize with others. That's when you're like, yes, we all live different lives, and that is okay. I'm okay with that.
I want to enrich. Is it like a base of like I want to enrich this person's life, or is it just I'm so in tune with myself that I only see positive vibes, and just these interactions on this level only make them beneficial. So it's like you seek harmony, but it's just you're attuning to each other's wavelengths, kinda. You're just like
That is harmony,
right.
quite literally.
So you're just attuning to that person's
This is just
frequency, wavelengths, all that shit, and you're just
He's making it a little mystical, guys.
It's
but we're
interesting,
talking about
though.
just the fact that we can vibe off each other, which is literally we just like each other. We
Sure.
like our personalities.
Have a conversation, sure.
And you're willing to have a conversation because you like the interaction.
But I like the vibration aspect.
I don't.
It's
This
cool,
is it's like magical woo talk.
It's not magical
I
boot
like
talk,
it.
bro.
I
Fucking
like
the
it.
world is frequencies and the world is vibrations, bro. Attune yourself to the proper frequency.
You're right, but you're wrong.
I'm right, but I'm using it in the wrong context, probably.
You're right, but you're wrong. Like scientifically, you're correct. But that's it, bro.
Oh.
Beyond that, well, you don't even know what we're saying.
I'll take it.
I don't know what
I'll
you're
take
saying.
it.
If you're talking scientifically, then yes, you're fucking correct. But if you're talking about
All right.
anything else, I don't know what the fuck.
Well, me and Zeus are now on the same wavelength, and that's just after being around a person for a certain amount of
That's
time.
just adapting
you know?
to people's behavior. That's what I would call it.
Well, sure.
You know.
That's another good and prime example.
So we people, we say we caught down to the vibe, bro. Like we
It's
we on the
vibe,
same
dude.
fucking wavelength, bro.
Fucking vibe, dude.
But that's like we get what we're saying, but it's not like
It's not literal.
What you're saying is an abstract way of saying that you just adapted to their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just a science type of guy, you know. I'm on level fucking 5, you know, level 5, 6, maybe 7.
Get a load of this guy.
You
No,
know,
I'm kidding.
and then you take a little bit of mushrooms, you end up level 9.
You do end up level 9, bro. You end up God tier fucking perspective, bro. You literally see the fabric of reality. Amazing.
All right, so now we're gonna move to
Number 8?
number harmony.
No, that's 7 still. 'Cause
Number harmony.
Number harmony is number 7.
All right, and this one is the strategists. This people that can strategize. Okay, guys. Strategists, and they're autonomous.
strategies.
Okay, and they harmonize. Okay, guys. 5%, 5%. Okay, of our day, we sometimes want to harmonize. Nobody wants to harmonize ever, really. Actually, throughout our day, 5% of people want to harmonize, but in actuality, in our world, less than 1% are even on this level.
So basically nobody.
This is why we are who we are.
Basically
But it's
nobody.
okay. It's okay. As long as we keep living, guys, we're gonna move slowly but surely.
Help us fix this. No,
to the higher areas. In a sense, since we're here and we're trying to like get others to understand what we're talking about, we're trying to harmonize.
So we're trying to harmonize with you here and now.
So through this podcast situation, we're in a way thinking of this.
This is our end goal right here. Harmonize.
We're in this level of thinking, and then there's this level, but we're not there yet. This level here says higher, more universal principles now rule over unique subjective reality.
So basically the law of neutralization from the Kabbalion, right? Was it polarization or is it polarity? Law of polarity. So the polar opposites, right? Positive, negative. When you're going through it, literally going through it, shit, whatever the fuck, and you can realize the fact that you're going through it, understand that this is an emotion, let the emotion pass, or you trick your mind into manifesting the polar opposite of what makes you that emotion right now. Like, say if you're angry, if you're going through it, right? How do you fucking bring forth the will to be happy when you're literally pissed off at fucking everybody, right? You neutralize that anger with happiness.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's what you're thinking, right? But not necessarily how, because I'm still learning that.
The
but
main thing is the fact that you can consider the fact that you will get mad one day, and you can strategize to fix that situation when it comes. You know.
So you're not just neutralizing the anger with happiness.
It's not about that.
You're utilizing your anger.
Yes.
You're utilizing your anger for a better outcome.
You're utilizing the fact that you know it's coming and strategizing around it to accommodate.
Oh, okay.
That's a strategist.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So, like, in a way, like musicians, they in life, you're going to have bad emotions and good emotions, right? But in a musician, they can utilize good or bad emotions. They can have a sad emotion to make a song. They can have a happy emotion to make a song. But if they don't understand that certain emotional states bring out their music out of them, they will never utilize the emotion. And sometimes they would hate to have an emotion.
Right.
And they will technically
detach, right?
They'll have the emotion and do nothing.
Yeah, they detach from the emotion.
Yeah, they literally do nothing with it. But all the emotions, they have their own utility. So you can utilize them for your own purpose, which for a musician is making a song about that emotion, or you can use it for a particular purpose that you think you can utilize the emotion for. But it's mainly about knowing what's happening, understanding it on a like really high level where you're like, I am a human, whatever. Like, I have this dynamics in my mind. I have good situations, bad situations. And I know that there's situations, there's something I can do about nothing, and there's stuff that I can do nothing about. And then you start focusing on the stuff you can do about, and then you're like, well, when this happens, I need to do this. And then when that happens, I need to do that. It's strategizing, like literally strategizing, like literally fully understanding and knowing what to do.
Yeah.
And then actually thinking about when you should do it. It's like when you're playing chess, and then you're like,
yeah,
they're gonna make this move, so, and then I'm gonna do that, and then if they do that, I'm gonna do this, and then if they
I'm
do
gonna
this, I'm gonna do
sacrifice
that,
my
and then,
queen
and they just
ultimately,
keep-
but that's gonna lead to me
just-
checkmating the king. You know.
Exactly. They just go off.
Right.
That's when you're able to think of the future and what you can do about it
Mm-hmm.
and strategizing.
Right.
And that's a level of harmony. But remember that at one point there was a point where you're trying to do good for the whole world. When we were talking about Huberman.
Mm-hmm.
And then after reaching that level, you improve upon that one. And now you're trying to get the whole world basically to understand everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that they can act themselves in accordance to that, you know? They can strategize. That's why people try to teach people things. Like how to manage money, how to become rich. Because they know that
How
everybody
to get
has...
jacked.
Even that too, that too. They're like, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you strategize properly,
You can do it. You will do it. Facts.
It's that simple. And people are understanding it because they're like, I did it. And this is how I did it. I'm not telling you to do what I did. I'm telling you, I strategized enough to the point that I got to this situation.
This is how I strategize.
Just because I saw myself in the future and was like, the only way to get that is to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Strategy. Makes sense.
It does.
It makes sense. That's
It
pretty high level fucking thinking right there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know how often I be in there. Not often.
I guess this
I'd
this
be there every once in a
pertains
while.
to the skill set it's
Couple
needed
days in a
for.
month.
Quarterbacking requires a lot of that skill.
Yes, because it's a planning for the entire harmony of the team.
Exactly.
So
yes.
Yes.
Quarterbacking is
by
technical. Yeah, you know, because you're delegating. You're like, you know, hand this out, put this here. This is in order. Like, fuck. But yeah,
So yeah, it says
that's actually cool if you think about it.
it's amazing. It's amazing. It says application of those principles now rule over radical relativism. So first you were like, we are different,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all relative. All relative. And now we're like, we all have different stories that function in particular ways, and we have different habits for those same reasons, you know? And those habits function for me, and they function for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start telling people about what you did. What did I say? The method is not important. What was that thing I said? Method.
For what?
Can you open the door?
What's up, pup? Bro, that jacket is hard.
Method. It's something else. Oh, concept. The concept.
Concept of what?
Like usually here they're trying to, in the harmony level, they're trying to show you a lot of concepts,
Mm-hmm.
and they try to tell you why these concepts are beneficial for
Mhm.
you in general.
Or
Like
the
to
concept
a
of
human.
faith, or the concept of
Any concept, and then
Okay.
they tell you their method for how they gather this, how they apply this concept
Uh-huh.
in their life, and it's the strategizing aspect
Okay.
where they have gathered this concept through their own method,
Mm-hmm.
and now they're capable of telling you, if you strategize in a particular way, how I did, you will also
Yeah.
get similar results.
Because you get the concept. The concept is like a guideline, but it's not a particular fucking set rule way to get there.
Right.
It's just
It's,
like
yeah.
guidelines, you know.
Yeah,
it's
the
like,
concept is the understanding of what happened within the method,
yeah,
and being capable of like creating your own.
or navigating. Yeah,
Right. And that is helpful.
very helpful.
It's like what Huberman is doing still.
Hell yeah.
That's literally Andrew Huberman being on the internet doing podcasts every Monday for
Yeah.
free.
Dopamine, how your brain works, sugar.
He works for free, and I
nutrition.
pay him because he's cool.
Fucking awesome. I need to get on his level, bro. Because I really do appreciate Huberman Lab. I'm just fucking late to the party is all.
You're not there yet, dude.
I'm not there yet. And I'm okay with that, but I do want to get there.
Me, I'm not
coming.
where I want to be, because I wanted to give him that $2,000 for the lifetime fucking subscription, basically membership. But you know, I'm not about to hand him $2,000 like that. I know he don't need it,
Yeah.
you know. So that's why I'm not.
I
But
feel
I'm
it.
like, I need more right now. When I have those 2,000
Yeah.
though,
I'm
shit.
saying, bro.
I have 2,000, but not for that. Right? You know, I have other things in mind.
I'm saying.
And then from Harmonize, you know, after did I finish it? No. Let me finish what it actually says.
So we
It
got the
says-
concepts, right? Because we
Yeah.
understand that through your strategies, you get the concept, and the concept is shared, but you have to strategize yourself and kind of navigate through it
Right.
on your own.
The concept is
That's-
shared through the method that you accomplished it through,
Yeah.
but it's only for the sheer sake to get the concept across,
Right.
not for you to apply the method. But if you're the same personality as a person, go right ahead.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't work for you, don't say it doesn't work.
Right.
You
It
didn't
doesn't work for
understand
you,
what
yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
You didn't understand what happened, and you didn't adjust it the right way for yourself.
Definitely.
So you can't blame somebody. So it says higher, more universal principles now rule over unique subjective reality. And then application of those principles now rule over radical relativism. Aware of how systems are interrelated, interdependent, and synergistic or clashing.
For easy Kabbalion principles, how they intertwine with each other.
That Kabbalion really
Yeah,
explains
it really
a lot.
does.
It really explains a lot. And then it says fourth person perspective expanded through time creates awareness of self as a history of experience. Identifies as a sum of context-dependent selves integrated into a single. Coherent self-history or as accumulation. Culmination. Why can't I say that?
Culmination?
Culmination. I've never used that word. That's funny. Or as a culmination of development.
Yeah. It's like stockpile of development, yeah.
Right. Culmination. I was
Yeah.
trying to read it as a cultivation.
A cultivation.
But yeah, it says fourth person perspective expanded through time creates awareness of self as a history of experience.
Oh, shit.
Then identifies as a sum of all context dependent selves integrated into a single coherent self history. Independent identifies as a sum of context dependent. Okay, got it.
Hell, you had to reread that a few times,
I
huh?
got it.
See, even the guy who
Got it.
fucking
Got it,
smart as
got it.
shit had to reread that. That's how you know how
I'm not
level.
that smart. I'm not that smart.
He's pretty fucking smarter than me, bro.
That
but-
you can say.
Definitely smarter
That
than
you
me.
can say because subjective.
Subjective.
But yes, in a way, I'm acknowledging myself as who I am, through the life I've lived, basically. And I know that you are who you are because you lived the life you lived.
Yeah.
And there's different contexts in which you have lived,
Mm-hmm.
and those contexts develop different yous, and those you are you right now. That's what it's kind of implying.
So what level of thinking is like? Oh no, it's a kind of lower level of thinking, but it's like you are me and I am you. It's kind of falls in the same line of
Like we're both
you're
human.
like we're both the main characters of our own story. It falls in there
that's
because
like level 4, level 5.
I was gonna say because you are me and I am you. It's like you're able to put yourself in that kind of perspective of another
like
person.
I'm not
you know?
just the main character.
Yeah.
We're all the main characters.
True. Well, for me, it was like, I grew up in a fucking. Well, for me, my former best friend, like, we both have hard times. Everybody has hard times, bro. That's a fact. And just how similar those hard times are, you kind of realize that, damn, I didn't just grow up, it wasn't just me that grew up this hard way. He did too. So it's like, in a sense, we are each other.
It's not just you, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not just you.
It's kind of cool, but it's, don't get too squishy with it, but just kind of relate to you could just relate to the common struggle and then appreciate the fact that you've gotten through it.
It's the feeling of not being alone.
Yeah. Brotherhood.
This is that level specifically, guys.
Level 4, belonging.
That's why it's called that.
Yeah, because you long for belonging. Yeah.
You're not alone.
You long to belong.
You're not alone. But you are.
But you are. You'll die alone. If you're not careful.
We're all dying alone. Can't die with someone.
Holy shit. This your hoodie?
It is. You can put it on.
Sorry. Okay. Oh shit.
All right, so we're at level 7, guys, and now we're moving to level 8.
Sanctify.
This level is called Sanctify, okay? And this one, the guy, Hoe Math. Remember, this is all Hoe Math. Hoe Math made this level specifically. A lot of this chart was edited by Hoe Math.
He got a lot of the information from Ken Wilber.
Created by Ken Wilber. This is the AQAL.
The all quadrant, all level map of reality.
Okay.
Basically.
So if you guys are into this, just go to TikTok, type Hoe Math, go to his link tree, go to this stuff, you'll find it.
Good
He's
shit.
funny. He's funny.
Good
Watch
shit.
his videos. He's funny.
Hell
He's on
yeah.
YouTube too. Watch his stuff.
Hell yeah.
If you wanna know more about this stuff and how it's applicable in our life and how it's already been applied, and how there's a lot of stupid behavior that we as humans will encounter, he explains a lot of it on TikTok in a very funny way. an eye-opening way to.
There's also levels of attraction. Check that one out. The video on attraction levels and shit for the dating games, for the
Right.
you know people who are trying to date. You know, it's where you are in the social ranking. Give that video a watch. Brothers get game, and women get a little taste of reality. So,
Well, they're both getting games. They're
I mean,
both
women
getting
get
games.
tamed, yeah.
Hoe
Yeah.
Math puts it in a way that
They both-
he's letting you know what men like, and he's letting girls know what men like, and letting guys know what girls like.
Much more well said than what I.
And
just
it's literally just he's like, I'm helping both sides. So he's like, if you're doing something wrong and you know you're doing something wrong, and then he tells you particularly this is probably why.
Yeah, and it's very real about it too. Like you can't scream at him, you can't come at him twisted with the results of what he's talking about because it's very fucking true. You can't deny it, and if you can, well, then you just got you got to work through that. There's nothing I
If
do
you
about
can,
that.
you're lower levels over here. Okay.
Yeah, lower levels.
You're-
We want to be operating on
Something over here.
3 through 5.
He's
Ultimately
speaking. He's
6.
speaking from this point, probably over here, trying to let you know to harmonize. He's trying to help you.
He's trying to harmonize with
As a matter of fact, he's trying to help society
Yeah.
by
Facts.
understanding society and then letting you know that we're in this society and this is what's going on, so you're not confused. This
Harmony
is
as
a harmony.
fuck.
He's allowing you not to be as confused as you are. He's not against anybody. He's for everybody. All right, just saying, he's a good guy.
He's
a
for everybody. That's why it's Hoe Math. No, I'm
if
kidding.
this was a like a superhero universe, he'll be a superhero. Okay,
For sure.
just saying.
Shout
just
out to
saying.
this guy, bro.
Cool guy. Nobody knows who he is yet, but he's probably eventually show his face. And then the next level is level 8, sanctify. All right, so we're here on this level. They're called magicians. Okay, they are construct aware.
They're wizards, bro.
That implies that they understand the way the constructs of everything work.
Fucking wizards.
Deep psychological process rules over universal principles. Okay? Deep psychological processes rule over universal principles. Identifies as the story that the self tells itself about itself, using its experiences as words or chapters. Aware of how intentions attempt to manifest themselves through this self as a history. Able to consciously witness interplay of awareness in oneself, including thought, emotion, sensation, impulse, memory, desire, etc.
She's identifying as the story. Like not you, because we as the self acknowledge it.
yeah,
But he's identifying as the whole fucking story.
He's identifying as the story that you're telling yourself that tells itself that it's a self.
Right.
Like how you're telling yourself, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Was born and raised here.
Just in
fucking
general,
living
I'm
shit,
here.
yeah. Right.
I'm here. Like
Yeah.
I'm alive. Right?
Okay.
And then you acknowledge that that's just a thought that you're telling yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it is. And that's what's going on there. You're acknowledging that you're following a train of thought that it's that. Just a thought.
Huh. So is this
Anything
like,
you're thinking of. Like what this is why we use like movie talk sometimes. Like when you're talking and then you're like, I just felt it in my heart. Really, bro? That's like a movie fucking line. That's literally a movie line. Literally. No need for you to use I felt it in my heart. You know? But it's a part of the story that we tell ourselves.
Okay.
And that's a way to acknowledge that. Because you're literally saying it like a story. But you have to realize it's a story you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, if I'm telling myself I was born,
That self that you, the self that you see
as
as yourself is the story you're telling as yourself.
yeah.
And that's, you're acknowledging yourself as that person that tells itself the story of John. And then being like, that's all it is. It's just a story. It's nothing else. There's no reality behind it. It's but a story.
That's crazy. That reminds me of The Mysterious Stranger by Mark Twain, where he was
It's similar to that situation.
where he was just like, nothing in this world exists except you and empty space, and you are but a thought.
Right.
And I was like, yo.
Somebody that was on that magician level 8, they came up with such a story. And those are the people that make it this far. from their expiration date, you could say,
Yeah.
when they become unalived.
When they
You know?
fucking die.
And then you're still hearing about what the stuff that was coming out of their mind. Like the stuff that was in their head is still in this world for a reason.
Yeah.
They were thinking on a particular level to the point that it's still of
Relevant
benefit.
today. Yeah.
Relevant and of benefit.
Yeah, that too.
Like it's a eternal benefit that will last forever.
Everlasting, yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
As long as we're here.
Yeah, as long as there's people for shit to, to experience. And
Yeah. So they're basically, that's when the people start taking themselves less serious, because this is a story you're telling yourself. Like, this is the placebo effect that I tried to talk to you about, and then you eventually caught on. Because you thought I was joking at the beginning.
No. This shit's fucking real, bro.
But then you listen to the guy, like the video, Lane Norton, and you hear him talking about it, you're like, what's going on here? This placebo effect seems a little too real.
Yeah.
And it's very real. That's why you got to choose what you believe.
That's fucking nuts.
And not in a bad way where you're like, I choose to be ignorant. Ignorant is not a bliss in that manner. Okay?
If you choose to be ignorant, ignorance is not bliss.
No.
Because you still know, because you're choosing to
Well,
be ignorant.
well,
You know what I'm saying?
that-
If you are ignorant, ignorant is bliss.
That saying did not come from English. It came from a different language. I don't remember which one. It might have been like an Indian language. But it did not come. It was misrepresented.
Yeah.
It's not meant that it's good to be ignorant. We take it as so. Not what it means.
No.
It's meant that if you identify with ignorance, which is not knowing, you identify with everything by technicality, because you know nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just like the ability to be comfortable with not knowing. That's what that meant. It's not mean it's good to not know. It's meant be comfortable with what you don't know. That's all it meant. So don't use it like ignorance is a bliss. No, you're dumb. That's not how it is.
Yeah.
It's not okay to be dumb. Okay, not okay. But the magician,
No.
he's construct aware. He understands the way the world works, and is able to utilize that in the proper manner. Now the constructs of the world are in the head, because this is what's going on. The whole world is in your brain. Even though it's out there, the experience is here.
It is in your brain.
Hey,
brain.
that's a song I made. That's a song I found. I'll put it out eventually.
This is for your brain.
I'll put it out right now.
Your
Boom.
brain.
That'd be funny. I
That
could
song
play
is
it.
hard,
I could
bro.
play it.
I fucking love
That'd
that
be funny.
song. This
But-
is for.
But what's going on, all that whole experience is going on in your brain, and then you're telling yourself, this is an experience that's going on in my brain.
Right.
And then you're acknowledging that who you are is just but a thought. You're telling yourself. It's a story you're telling yourself that you went through.
Right.
And this is why some people believe that they can't change, because they're a story they're telling themselves they can't change. So how are you going to change it if you think you can't change it?
Yeah.
It's a block,
Well, fuck, bro.
And then,
Magicians.
But if you get to the level of magician, you already escaped that level where you're stuck and you think you can't change.
Right.
Obviously you
because-
can.
Because you can bend the fucking the shit that we struggle with. You bend that shit to his will and fucking and integrate whatever the fuck he wants to it.
Well, I've told you this before, but I don't know if you remember. It's like there's a story, right? The story of John.
Yeah.
There's a story of John right now.
Yeah.
And it's a book. It's a book. It's as a matter of fact, it's been written right now.
Yes.
As we're talking.
Actively being written.
Actively, that story of John is being written.
Right.
And then we're on chapter whatever. Year 25.
Chapter 25.
Chapter
yeah.
25.
Soon to be chapter 26 in what, fucking 2 days?
And then we're going to flip the page on that day.
Yeah. No,
But-
chapter 20 fucking 6.
So
Fuck you,
let's say
life.
we're in a story right now, the story of John, and it's chapter 25, page whatever, and we're flipping it. But as soon as you flip it, everything's written.
Hell yeah.
Magically.
Hell yeah.
Magically, right?
Right.
But nothing's written before until you flip the page. Okay?
Uh-huh.
That's what's going on in your life. Nothing's written.
Holy shit, nothing's written before you turn the page.
Nothing's written until it's written, bro.
That's that. Hey,
I'm
I
just
almost missed that. I almost
Nothing's
fucking
written
missed
until
that.
it's written, okay? This book is empty, and it's a magical book,
Right.
okay? It writes itself.
It writes itself,
It
but you
writes
gotta turn the
itself.
page.
Page keep turning.
Yeah.
Page don't stop turning. That's the
No,
thing.
page
This
don't
is
stop
why
turning.
time is nothing you can avoid.
Mm-hmm.
Time is coming. pages are turning.
And death is when the book fucking closes.
Pages are written, and then but you don't get, like you get to know you live, but you don't get to know how you live.
Mhm.
It's that simple,
Yeah.
But then, who's writing the book? It's writing itself.
Yeah.
But who's the story about?
Me.
So who's writing the book?
Life.
You're writing the book.
No, life is writing the book.
Yes, you're writing the book.
How the fuck am I? Oh, the actions of me are writing the book.
By technicality, right?
Yeah.
God is writing the book, but we're all God.
Yeah.
Therefore,
we are writing.
Therefore, you're writing the book. A good example to put this in is like when the creator of Harry Potter made Harry Potter.
Yeah, J.K. Rowling.
Right. And then, as she wrote it,
Mm-hmm.
she became Harry Potter. As she wrote it.
Yeah.
It's like Harry Potter is this boy.
Yeah, because she had the.
She became this character within the book.
Yeah.
But she got to determine what happened.
Yeah.
So this is what's going on with our lives right now. We're being written down by a higher. This is not literal. It's abstract talk, metaphysical talk.
Right.
Or it's being written at the moment by the author.
Mm-hmm.
And the author is becoming you. And the book has not been put on a shelf yet. It's being written.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then eventually when you die, the book is on the shelf.
Yeah, that's when you close the book, put that bitch
on the shelf. Somebody else could read that shit.
Hell yeah.
It's done though. That shit is written, and that's the way it is. That's the way the story of John went. So at the moment it's being written, and so you're taking this whole construct, taking it up to see how it works, utilizing the fact that this is how it works, and now because you're aware of the construct, you get to utilize the construct, and this is where you start feeling this, like everything's chill.
Yeah.
Everything's chill. And at that point you can consider it as there's nothing you can do about writing the book, or there's everything you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a decision you get to make, because as the author and the character in the book, you get to decide what the character does.
That's crazy.
Character doesn't exist without you, but you don't exist without this character either.
You need the author to write the character's developments.
And without that character, the author is nothing.
Yeah.
It's not being creative. It's not living its essence.
That's a head scratcher. That one is. I'm fucking struggling to. Wow.
It's hard. It's hard to think about.
But it's hard to wrap your mind around it. But once you do,
it's sensible.
Once
it's
you get
something
it,
you can actually get a sense for.
Holy shit. My brain hurts right now, dude.
That's
Fuck
good.
yeah.
That's good.
Fuck. Yeah.
But yeah,
Hell yeah.
Some stuff like that happens. Let me find the last level.
I know the last one was the one we just talked about was Sanctify, which damn near there's nobody on that fucking level, bro. Nobody.
Yeah. We're on Sanctify.
Even the
level
Stoics struggled to get there, bro.
Where this is population that goes there. This is population of us that go there a day.
1%, bro. Less than fucking 1%. Nobody.
So out of the less than 1%, 1% ends up there.
Wow.
Which is cool. It says, I didn't finish. Focus on responsibilities for own awareness and on transforms. Focus on responsibility for own awareness and on transformation of the self and of system as participation in systems.
That's what journey on right now.
Seems multiple histories interacting within and outside of the self as elements of global unfolding reality. And then that's when you understand it's not just your book being written. Everybody's
got their own book.
Yeah.
Yep.
And as a matter of fact, we're in the book of Earth. And as a matter of fact, we're in the book of the Milky Way. And as a matter of fact, keeps going like that.
Yeah. Oh, so the book of Earth, the book of the Milky Way,
it's not just about you, bro.
Yeah.
It's not just about you.
So many fucking books, bro.
You are within books of books. It's like a book that J.K. Rowling's work.
Yeah.
She wrote Harry Potter, and then Harry Potter wrote a book within Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And then within that book, somebody else wrote a book about something else.
Yeah.
And then within that book, somebody.
It's just a paradox.
It just keeps going. It's the infinite loop of the universe.
Yeah.
So it's the nature of the universe.
That's crazy.
There's no ending. There's no beginning. It just
is
happening.
It just is.
Which is cool.
Very cool.
But a lot of people feel no need to get to that point of understanding that. Like some people will ask these questions when they're 15.
Mm-hmm.
Some people will start dying in their 80s and be like, "What's the point of life?" You should have asked that when you were young, bro. It's a little late.
It's a little late now, yeah.
Now you don't have time to figure it out.
Kabbalion, bro, puts so much into perspective.
If you read the
I'm really-
Kabbalion, bro.
Yeah, I'm really glad we read the Kabbalion before we like started tackling other big topics like this, because Kabbalion just puts so much into perspective, and it really gives you like a fucking game set on the universe and like what it's made of, how it fucking works,
Right.
and you know how you work a little bit too, which is fucking cool. But it's like pretty much 8 fundamental laws that coincide with each other that describe literally almost everything. So I'm like, fuck
Somebody
yes.
in the level 8 sanctified,
Mhm.
aka magician, somebody who was construct aware wrote that book.
Yeah.
Ain't no way around it.
Yep.
Ain't literally no way around it.
That's fucking awesome, bro.
So you gotta find people that are, and this takes effort to get in this level.
Construct aware, yeah.
It takes effort. All those levels take effort. Like the first level, obviously, no effort. If not, you wouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
But the higher the level goes, the more
effort
yeah.
you have to put in. For
So
sure.
that's why you find less people there, because we're built to not want to put in effort. Yeah. We're literally built like that. And
Goggins that shit, bro.
And then you start to develop your own sense of self. Like my emotions are telling me what to do.
Yeah.
Why can't I tell my emotions what to do?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? And then all this starts, and then you start detaching from being told what to do by yourself and into telling yourself, this is what you're going to be, not what you're telling me.
Yeah.
And this is the Goggins where he's like, there's 3 voices in my head. One's a bitch, you're too fat, whatever. And then he's like, how about all you? Fuck you. I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah.
And that's what he's done. So he's on a strategist magician level where he knows who he is. And he's like, I don't fucking like it. So I'm going to do what I want myself to be. And he goes and does that.
Fuck yeah.
He's up there. He's fucking up there. So he's definitely on understanding, harmonize, and sanctify. That's no question, because he's on the internet. He helps plenty of people. Yeah. And then he's doing everything he can. And he's able to tell you. He doesn't fully understand himself, but he knows what's going on. You know?
Definitely.
But then he wasn't human, and he's like, damn, you put shit into words that I could never even put to words, but I know how it's working, but I can't put into words. Yeah. And I was like, hey, go watch that episode. Goggins and Human Lab.
Hell yeah. Fucking the episode of
that shit was great.
January 1st, 2024 fell on a Monday. Fucking go watch that shit, bro. Life changing. This is for your brain, your brain. Wanna go out? Go ahead, bro. This is for This is for your brain.
I hope you've been talking to the mic.
For the most part, I have. Half part, yeah.
All right.
This is for...
We're about to finish off, and now we're 37 minutes in.
That's pretty fucking good.
We're on complete. This is a level that, by technicality, we're never there.
Does not exist. We're never going to be complete. I mean, I wouldn't say never, but unless you want to go through all the effort of going through all the levels, and then what is complete? Like, what does that even mean?
We'll find out. But it says 0.4, dude. 0.4% of the time, bro.
That's less than a fucking 1% of every time.
We're not even there, bro. But yes. These are called the ironist, the intuitive people. Okay?
Intuitive.
Intuition. Fucking paragraph, all right.
Hell yeah, fucking
Intersystematic evolution rules over deep psychological processes.
One more time.
Intersystematic evolution rules over deep psychological processes. Focus on the process of interaction causing transformation. Hell yeah. Focus on the process of interaction causing transformation. Okay. Identifies as a witness of awareness of various conscious processes.
A witness of awareness. Fucking awesome.
It's like awarenessing itself.
Yeah, a witness of awareness. Yeah. It's like awareness, and then he's like, oh shit, that's awareness? Oh fuck.
It's like, holy fuck, I'm looking at myself with myself. How? Apparently in our head it's doable.
Yeah.
It's fucking doable.
Fucking awesome. It's called meditation.
Identifies, it's thinking about thinking. Yeah. It's just you can keep going.
Yeah.
Think about thinking, then think about how you're thinking about thinking, and then think about how you're thinking about the way you're thinking, and now think about that.
Think about that.
You know?
But nah, fucking what this last thing says, the last sentence in this one is fucking, that shit blew me away.
Well, identifies as a witness of awareness of various consciousness processes. or focusing on the process of interaction causing transformation.
No, the one where it says I identify as the spotlight, or I identify as the show. Hold on, what did I say? I wrote it down. I took notes. It says, we are the watchers of the doing and of the becoming. I am not the main character. I am just the spotlight. I'm just the spotlight. Wanting for a better life means knowing where and how to move, where and how to shine the light.
Oh, that was over here.
Yeah, that was over there.
that was on the other side.
Yeah. Did I put yeah? Because that shit was fucking beautiful, bro.
It says
Amazing.
Says non-exclusively aware of multiple parts of ego. Identifications at various levels of awareness. Capable of conscious action or non-action towards an intended result without attachment to actual outcome. This is when the people that say love the journey. It's about the journey, not the fucking destination.
Yeah.
This is
That's what they were
they
getting
got
at.
here. They got there and they understood what was up because they did it, and now they're letting you know they did it.
Fuck yeah, Frank.
And they're letting you know that the goal is not important. It's the fucking journey.
It's the journey.
And then capable of compassion for the process of development itself. Capable of compassion for the process of development itself. That's important. A perspectival / six-person perspective creates perception of potential selves as not self, or how the self would be different with a different history, or a different perception of history.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay. So now in this level, they're telling themselves how you could have been a completely whole different person if this thing didn't happen when you were a kid, or if this thing did happen when you were a kid.
Oh, Jesus. Really?
Just the ability to be able to be like, literally anything could have happened,
Bro.
And I wouldn't be me right now.
So here's, well, I don't know, I guess. Maybe, let me see if this qualifies. Okay, so when I was younger, I was supposed to be a twin, right? Fucking supposed to have twins. I don't know if I ate the motherfucker, if it died in the womb. I don't fucking know. I still have yet to ask. But I was born with, like I said, 2 older brothers and shit. Like you said, times were tough and we had to fucking eat and shit. Imagine having another me or even a sister, or like another mouth to feed on top of that, bro. My mom would have fucking... My mom's a G, but fucking... I don't know how the fuck we would have survived. But I thought about that as a kid. I was like, what would life have been like if I had a twin brother, twin sister? Like, would life be different? I mean, obviously life would be different because me being the youngest of 2 brothers with 8-year age difference and a 5-year age difference, having another brother or sister with like in close would change my whole life. So
yeah, it is. That's a way of thinking in this.
But I thought about that shit so young, bro.
Yeah, but no, this is, everybody thinks of this kinds of stuff.
That's crazy.
But
just 0.4% of the time, yeah.
Purposely.
Yeah, no. They just think about it. Okay, I'm calling, yeah.
He's like, that happens all the time throughout the day.
Yeah.
You go up, and then all of a sudden you're down, and then up, and then
down.
That's
crazy.
It happens all around the day. But are you doing it with a purpose? Is this all intentional?
Yeah, is your mind fluctuating, or is it like coasting through levels, or is it, you know?
And then it's not just thinking of like how I would be different if something different happened within my development.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how I would be different if I saw life in a different way.
Yeah.
Like
shit.
If I wasn't like in a Catholic household and I was born like in a Buddhist household.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah, right.
Where my ideology is completely different and I have not the same thoughts that I think of, and I don't view life the same way. It could have been that different just from not viewing the same life that I live right now.
Yeah, that's cool.
And those 2 perspectives, that's when that meditation aspect starts coming in, when you're thinking about yourself and why you think about the way you think, and then now you're thinking about how you could have been different if you thought different things.
Self-reflection.
Yeah, and then now you have the ability of knowing that you could think of different things and that you are viewing yourself as the self you are because you think certain things already.
Mm-hmm.
And now you can change that by thinking the things that you think you should think. And your own perspective of yourself would change.
Right.
If you want, but you gotta like strategize the fact that you have to do these things to get your mind to think about these things. You can't just force it.
Right.
You know?
Like, you got to practice meditation to think clearly. You got to practice restraint.
There's
you know,
steps. There's not just
You can't flip and
it's not
switch.
just
You
that.
got like I said, meditation, practice,
So it
restraint,
takes practice,
fucking
like
breath work.
a
Could be all
different
that shit.
perception of history, meaning a different perception of your own self-history, the history of the world, the
Mhm.
history of whatever you think as history.
Mhm.
Like if you decide that in a different manner, like a funny example. Low, there's too many examples of this, but that is just the difference between a person that is a racist and a non-racist, and then you talk to them about slavery, and one is like hell yeah, and the other one is like what the fuck, and it's literally you can see the big difference where they're like, and then you're in your head and you're like, imagine if I thought like the racist,
Right.
I would not be me right now.
Imagine if I was, brought up with that thing.
Like imagine that, like I could just literally not be me right now. I'll be still Alexis, but I wouldn't be thinking as me.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking as that person.
I wouldn't have met a good few people if that happened. So like, fuck that, bro.
But that's when you start realizing those kinds of stuff, and then you're like, well, that's true. Like if I wasn't a racist, I'll be thinking in a racist manner, and I wouldn't be acting in the way that I'm acting now. And then you're like, well, how do I want to act? Even though I don't have bad mannerisms now, how do I want to act? What do I want my mannerisms to be like?
Exactly.
And then you start working towards those mannerisms.
Do I want to be a piece of shit? Not really.
Yeah, and then you start writing your own stories so they could create that mannerism in reality.
Yeah.
And that's the whole story. Your first perspective, second perspective, third perspective, fourth, fifth, and now we're on the sixth where you're acknowledging this. It's a lot of levels.
A lot of levels.
A lot of levels. And this last level, the complete level, okay, is tier 1.
God level thinking,
tier
bro.
Tier 3, where the highest level is called. Oh shit! It's lit. It says, what does it say? Read it, John. Read it.
Third tier, cosmocentric, post. Oh, I'm sorry. Third tier, cosmocentric, post conventional. Yeah, post conventional, post symbolic / immediate.
Right. So those intuitive.
Fucking words, bro.
Intuitive level, okay?
Ironist, words.
Unitive. The irony, there's irony in everything at this point.
Punitive.
But it's mainly an acknowledgement of your own history as the person that you are and how it could have been different, and the fact that it can be different in the future if you don't like the way it is now. By changing particular things that you can, by the sheer fact that the story is being written, is not already written. Simple as that.
Yeah, the story is being written as your pages are turning, but you still have the power.
Like
right.
Technically, you have more power than the author because you have the experience of the character.
Exactly, because you can fucking make the experience for him to write about.
It's your book.
Exactly.
But that's why we're such good authors for ourselves, because we understand ourselves the best.
Yeah.
So by the technicality of us writing our own story,
makes
we
perfect
can make
sense.
the best story.
Yeah.
You know.
Woo!
But if you never acknowledge that. You're
how
lower,
you gonna
you're the lower levels, and you have a lot of problems going on.
Yeah, how you gonna know?
You're mad volcanoes because they're erupting.
You're getting reactive because you're getting pissed off because people don't know how to fucking drive in public, bro. You gotta just be less reactive, bro.
Or you think God hates you? Hey, but you do what you do, bro. God loves me. God loves me, whether he's real or not. But yes, guys, today we went through all the levels. Level 1.
Hoe Math.
With Hoe Math, yes. Right here. Follow him here. Hoe Math. Level 1, survive. Level 2, connect. Level 3, control. Level 4,
belong.
Level 5,
achieve.
Level 6,
that's you.
Understand. Level 7, harmonize. Level 8, sanctify. And level 9,
complete.
This is what all comes around, okay? And if you guys want to know about the chart, I might leave a link.
Nah, fuck that. Go watch Hoe Math, bro.
Actually, go watch Hoe Math.
For real. Like,
I'll
he
leave a
needs
link.
The subs and,
I'll leave a link to his channel.
For real.
How about
check
that?
it out.
And then go find this video. And if you want to know it more in depth, he mainly talks about it in a dating context half the time. but it's mainly in the societal.
Societal.
He's trying to tell you how society works when we interact with each other.
Greater good type shit. So
Type situation.
Yeah.
He's right here right now, guys.
that's what we're trying to, you know.
We're trying
Put
to
that
be
out
here.
there.
We're trying to be here,
Hell yeah, harmonize.
and we are, but not all the time.
Not all the
Sometimes
time.
we're like, fuck yo. But not all the time, you know, we're
Not all
here
the
now.
time.
We're
Cool
here
guys,
now.
you know?
We're here now.
Exactly.
And then, you know, like we're gonna put work to get higher and stay away from the
Lower level of thinking.
from
I mean,
utilizing people.
you just kind of gotta
in a
operate
bad
off
manner.
that shit when you can. But I mean, boost your mind, ascend the levels of thinking, bro.
But yes, all these levels. If you guys are still interested in more of this, you know, you can go watch Hoe Math. You just look up Hoe Math on YouTube or TikTok and you'll find it. There's a lot of videos to learn about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Or if you want to learn a lot about dating, he has all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So you can understand what the fuck is going on when something's going on with you.
Yeah. You also feel like learning more cool shit. Again, shout out Human Lab Podcast. Go take a look. You learn a lot of shit there.
A lot of shit.
Shit about your body. Shit about, you know, sugar. Shit about other shit. Shit about neuroscience.
Still the body, but yes.
Still the body.
Yes, still the body.
Still the body.
But yes, he
Alright.
talks about everything. Human, Hoe Math.
Imagine knowledge.
Here we are.
Let's
Here
go.
We are. All right.
Make
you
it
guys have
happen.
a great day. Have a blessed year.
Thanks
Okay?
for watching 2024. This is actually
Oh,
the
yeah.
first podcast
First
of
podcast
24.
2024.
Shit. All right,
About
knuckle
Hoe
down to
Math?
that. Fuck yeah, bro.
Let's
I'm
go.
saying,
Loads
alright.
of thinking.
Appreciate y'all. Have a great day.
We didn't clap at the